Sumire Kake, a kunoichi of Konoha's scientific ninja weapons team and a former member of Team 15. In the Boruto anime, she was also the class rep for Boruto's class back in the Ninja Academy. In this video, I will be talking about how Sumire can be related to a god, the Dragon King, and how she can affect the story of two blue Vortex. Let's start off with the Dragon King Palace, mentioned by Urashiki Otsutsuki in episode 53 of the Boruto anime when sealing Toneri. For this, we will use the meaning of Sumire's name by splitting her name in half. In Chinese, Sumi translates to Cheng, which has multiple meanings, being clear, pure, water, and castle. The second half of her name, Ire, translates to Ling, which means sound of jewels or sounds of jade. In Shinto, the ancient religion of the Japanese prominence is given pearls, precious jewels, and ornaments like artificial beads. Beads have a religious significance. A sacred jewel is a tama, a name which has deep significance in Japan, because mitama is a soul, or spirit, or both. Back to the Chinese translations, specifically the sounds of jade part. There is a connection with the Emperor of Heaven, also known as the Jade Emperor, where there is a Japanese Tanabata mythology taken from the story of the two stars Altair and Vega. Otohime is the daughter of the Emperor of Heaven. The soul of Sumire is the daughter of the Heavenly Emperor, the Jade Emperor, which can be referred to as the Dragon King Urashiki mentioned when sealing Toneri. This is where Sumire's name and character is synonymous with jade, dragons, and chakra. Sumire also wears a sage green jade bangle on both wrists, which symbolizes her name. The functions of wearing a jade bangle in Chinese and Japanese belief is to protect the wearer by absorbing negative energy, in this case, being negative chakra. With the symbolism of her name and the jade bangle, we can confirm that the original Japanese language matches the meaning of the Chinese characters, tama. As I said before, tama could mean jewels, pearls, jade, and crystal. Urashiki Otsutsuki was carrying a tamatabako box, meaning jewel box, in episode 53 of the Boruto anime, when sealing Toneri in the Dragon King Palace. This is taken from the Japanese folklore, Urashima Taro. This is a parting gift that the fisherman named Urashima Taro receives from the mistress of the sea, Otohime, who was invited to stay at the dragon place for saving a turtle. With this information, we can prove that Sumire's soul is the daughter of the Jade Emperor, in this case, the Dragon King. The name Sumire means to be associated with the pearl, or jewels, or Jade Emperor. Let's go back to episode 8 of the Boruto anime, where there are two stars being shown. These stars are in the constellation Lyra, which doesn't represent a zodiac sign, but this constellation first appears in June, which is Sumire's birth month. The two stars shown in the sky can represent Sumire and Boruto, Sumire being the daughter of the Dragon King, and Boruto having connections to Shibai. With enough information, I might make a video as to how Boruto might be connected to Shibai. But to keep it short, Boruto's horn looks similar to Shibai's horn rather than Momoshiki's. Anyways, let's continue with the Tanabata mythology, when earlier I mentioned the two stars Altair and Vega. There is a festival called the Tanabata Festival, which originates from a Chinese legend known as Kixi, or the Festival of the Seven Nights. The legend tells the story of two lovers, Shinju, who is known to being the Weaver, represented by the star Vega, and Niulong, who is known to being the cowherd, represented by the star Altair. This is where I got to the conclusion that the two stars can represent Sumire and Boruto, Sumire being Shinju, and Boruto being Niulong. As a way to help prove my point, this page in Chapter 13 of TBV can somewhat help make sense of this theory, where Jura calls Boruto lucky and says that it's as if the heavens are decreeing that he remains alive. Now let's move back to Sumire's name. The meaning of mi in her name can mean soul or spirit. I'm bringing this up because this is where the Otsutsuki, Shinju, Thorn soul bulbs, and the Chakra fruits come in, but before I do, let's move on to another point. The reason why Sumire wears jade bangles on both her arms is because jade is highly valued for its beauty and symbolism. The jade bangle is believed to bring good luck and protect the wearer from negative energy. In this case, being negative chakra. The jade bangle is also strong in the spiritual atmosphere. The jade bangle is related to the heart chakra. This is similar to Sumire, who has negative chakra, which is ready to remove negative energy and adapt to the wider world. The jade bangle will absorb whatever energy Sumire releases, especially negative chakra. When Sumire wears it, the healing qualities help Sumire release negative thoughts. In other words, Sumire wears a jade bangle to restrain the power of negative chakra. Negative chakra is Nu's power. Nu is able to sense the negative emotions in an individual, using that to select its target. Once it possesses someone, it preys on their emotions, making them give in to their darkest impulse, leaving the victims themselves unaware. Only when the victim overcomes their negative emotions or is knocked out will the specter be forced out from its vessel. It also appears to be able to feed off their victim's chakra as sustenance, using it to take a physical form to attack independently. What I am about to talk about next will include the Otsutsuki, Shinju, Thorn soul bulbs, and the Chakra fruits. Sumire's first chapter cover in 2 Blue Vortex was chapter 12, with the title being Thorn soul bulb, which is revealed to be the key to rescuing all the victims who turned into trees. The Thorn soul bulb, as we know, contains the soul of the victim. The meaning of the name Shinju in kanji is pearl. A universal symbol of wisdom, purity, and happiness, Japanese culture believes that pearls come from the tears of mythical creatures, such as mermaids or angels, and because of that, pearls were magical and mysterious. Pearls possessed positive and spiritual energy and were associated with the soul and represented life itself. For that reason, pearls were associated with fertility for women, connecting them with the gods of luck and seawater. From what I just said, we can now analyze how this ties in with Boruto's story. As I said, pearls are produced from tears of mermaids or angels, tears mentioned by Kinshiki when telling Momoshiki. With this information, we can assume that Sumire is somehow related to the Shinju, as her name also has a relevance to pearls, as I mentioned a little while ago. The most probable case is that the tears were meant for Naruto, but for the sake of this theory, we're going to say that these tears can indeed refer to Sumire. With this information, we can see why Sumire only has the water chakra nature and the 7th chakra's Gozu Tenu dark chakra, which is when negative emotions will change to positive emotions, and when that happens, it will be an extraordinary and terrible phenomenon. This is because Sumire will be able to awaken Boruto's Jugen and also the victims that turned into Shinju, including Sasuke. The 16+ curvature that Kinshiki mentions again when telling Momoshiki refers to the 16 Gozu Tenno petals opened by Nue. Because of this, Sumire is the gateway to the Gozu Tenno dimension, which has a connection to the spirit dimension, the dimension where Earth is, the Otsutsuki dimension, and so on. When Nue opens the gate seal in Sumire's body, this made her a threat to the Otsutsuki. The Jugen may be a dojutsu that the Dragon King wields. That's why after Nue opened gate through Sumire, Momoshiki and Kinshiki found out that Kaguya had betrayed the clan. The tears that happened in the scene where Toneri was happened due to Urashiki succeeding in destroying the defense made by Toneri for trying to protect the dimension where Earth is that Nu opened. This video could be a bit of a mess when trying to explain things. I apologize for that, but I tried to make sense the best way I could. But anyway, what did you think of the video? Make sure to like and subscribe with post notifications on so you wouldn't miss any future uploads. Leave a comment down below if you have any theories regarding Sumire or would like to add to my theory. I will post another Sumire theory sometime in the future. Anyways, that's it from me. See you guys next time.